Hi everybody. So today I want to tell you what is really happening, what is the function of Trump, what is the next move that Trump's going to do. Now, everybody who is a Trumper is very happy. It looks like Trump's going to win, but he's going to win because he's being pushed by the elites. Everybody is very happy about Trump winning because people want lower prices, better economy. But you know what the real function, the real task that they gave Trump to do is one of the main ones, is to introduce the digital currency. And he will do it, and he will even convince people who come to his rallies that it's a good thing. People will go, boo, boo, digital currency. And Trump's going to go, no, wait. Let's think about it. Let's talk about it. And he will convince everybody that it's a good thing. He already appointed his son Barron, who is 19 years old, I think, to be the visionary, the planner, the designer behind this whole digital currency thing. 19-year-old is going to plan your future. And why? Because Trump's main purpose is to create the new aristocracy. He wants to be, his family is the new line of aristocrats. That's why his son's name is Barron. And his room is covered with gold at the Trump Tower. He wants to be a duke or baron or another one of those European type aristocratic types. So, he never cleaned the swamp. And think about it. How can a guy like that, who is supposedly a savvy businessman, have such bad instincts about people that he's constantly hiring people? He constantly hired people for the government to work for him who were bad for him, for the country. They were the deep state. And every single one of them. How come he never fired the right people? How come he gave Fauci a medal or some kind of commendation 2 weeks before he left the office? Trump did. Trump actually praised Fauci. He gave him one of the highest or the highest civilian medal or commendation granted by the US government. Fauci. Okay? He doesn't want to arrest Fauci. He actually placed Fauci in an honor book of history. And talking about history, people think that sorry, let me finish the first sentence. People think that fake news is bad. Wait until you learn about fake history and fake science. For example, the fake history is being created in front of us right now. January 6th will be in the history books as an insurrection. And it was Trump who led his supporters into a trap. He said, go fight. And he left in a limo. And then the government knew who is ready, who would be willing to actually take part in an uprising. There was no uprising, but these people could be willing. They were suspicious. They were people that government could not trust. And that's why the government preemptively arrested them. That there's no possibility of any revolution. So Trump did that, right? And then when Trump was supposedly arrested, remember what a big deal it was? Trump is going to be arrested. He flew in his private jet from Florida to New Jersey, had a photo opportunity, photo op at the police station, and he left 20 minutes later. He was not arrested. They tried to sell it to people as Trump was arrested. And that's going to be in the history books too. Trump was arrested. 20 minutes, and then he went back to Mar-a-Lago on his private jet. It's not an arrest. So he makes a lot of money of all of this. Apparently he made over $300,000 selling Bibles signed by him or with his annotations or some kind of a Trump version Bible. $300,000. And now he's setting up his son Barron for life, with, you know, being the director of the digital currency movement. Trump signed CISA, Internet Security Agreement, or something of that sort, which granted the government the powers to access the back door of social media to shut people down. It wasn't Twitter shutting people down. It was government agents who had access to Twitter through the back door. It's a software term apparently. And Trump signed that agreement into a law when he was toward the end of his presidency. He never bragged about that on his rallies, did he? So he has some, they always have, for these controlled opposition people like Trump, the deep state, the elites, the rulers of this world, the evil rulers of this world, they always have a task. Some people are obvious, like Biden is the idiot who supposedly runs the country, and he's supposed to take the heat. People are supposed to hate him. That's his job. That's what he gets paid for. That's why he gets the private jets and big bucks and stuff like that. And it's the same goes for Trudeau in Canada. Those are people, those are the upfront people. But then there is the controlled opposition, people a little further down the line, like Tucker Carlson, who is friends with Hunter Biden. Emails reveal that he's friends, personal friends, and they go for dinners in Washington, D.C. with Hunter Biden. And he made fun of Trump people, Tucker Carlson. He's playing a role of opposition, letting people let go some of that steam, some of that anger is released through Tucker Carlson. Oh, because he said the right things. But he never says them when things actually are happening. He knew about the backdoor CISA agreement. He never said anything back then when people were being shut down and silenced and removed and shadow banned. He never said anything. Now he might say something, but it's already done. And now the government has new psyops, new methods of silencing people. So everybody has a role. For example, Alex Jones, his role is to keep people from rebelling, always telling them, no, we need to do everything peacefully. Go and protest, but peacefully, in a legal way. 1776, but peacefully. Which is a load of crock. So that's his role. And then he had people like Piachanik. Piachanik was a master psyop operator, an ex-CIA, who kept telling everybody on InfoWars, do not do anything because people are being arrested. Trump is still president. Things are happening. Justice is being done. The evil people are being prosecuted quietly. Wait and you will learn about it. So people waited, and nothing of course happened. But that was the role of Piachanik, and it's also the role of Alex Jones, and it's also the role of that, what's the name of that, Lieutenant something, General Flynn. He's doing the same thing. Don't do anything. Trump will be president. Do not rebel too much. But the truth is that the only way that anything would ever happen if people would go to a general strike, for example. Something needs to happen if people want to be free. But of course, nothing will happen because that's the plan of God, to bring this oppression, to allow this oppression. Look how people walked away from God in the States, everywhere. And Jesus is coming very soon. Jesus is coming in a few short years. So there's going to be no uprising, anything like that. And think about finding a refuge, safe place. Remember, I had a video just like that recorded on our land out in nature when the sun was going down and it was getting darker and darker as I spoke. And that was, I think, in 2020. And I was saying the same thing. Find a place of refuge. This is the beginning of the end, because the division between the sheep and goats is done. There's no more talk. Even Trump doesn't talk anymore about healing the division and bringing the Democrats over, and all of America will be like one again, and so forth. He doesn't even mention. It's clear there are evil people in this world, and many of the Democrats are evil, and there are the righteous. And there are those who believe in Jesus, and there are those who reject God. The division is done when people will be so desperate, so scared, that they will easily accept the beast. And this is what it's all about. The mark of the beast, the very end, and Satan ruling on earth. So that's why things are getting worse. It's not there yet, but it will be. Probably after the second term of Trump, in about 4 or 5 years.
So that's why things are getting worse. It's not there yet, but it will be. Probably after the second term of Trump, in about 4 or 5 years.
This is not just another cycle. No pastor will come out. No official pastor will come out and tell you things straight up. This is the end. This is not another cycle leading to a revival. The revival that happens will be the revival in the millennium, the revival of Christians who are already saved. This is the end. This is the beginning of the end. So it's time to head for the hills. Listen to the voice of God. I'm sure He has a plan for you. Ask Him where you should be. Find a place of refuge, because it's not going to get any easier. But that is the role of Trump. He is the controlled opposition who will be bringing on more of these, fulfilling more of these points that the elites have planned for humanity. And the next big one is the digital currency. And who is better than Trump to bring it on? He's going to sell it as a good thing, and people will follow. And even if somebody will catch on, even if some people will see through that BS, it's going to be too late. So that's the role of Trump. Will the economy improve? I don't know, maybe. J.D. Vance actually said something pretty scary. I couldn't find it again. I tried to find it on the news, but it was gone. But in one of the rallies a few months ago, I think in August maybe, September, August, it's October now, right? End of October, but a couple of 2 months ago, he said, if you play, just don't do anything bad. If you play along, everything will work out for you. It was like a veiled threat. Just don't rebel too much. Don't criticize. Play nice, and we'll reward you. So basically, be quiet. We elites, we will reap millions of dollars. We will control the whole earth. Just be quiet, and if you don't try to stick your head out of the pit too far, and then you will have a job. You will be able to buy yourself a F-150, go to Disneyland. Just be quiet and accept what we do. That's what he essentially said. And he's of course very fake. J.D. Vance is as fake as they come. He's a product of his handler, that millionaire, what's his name, Thol or something, and he is a sodomite, and it's all a CIA operation. So J.D. Vance is a very fake man. He's not a Christian. He's married to a Hindu. It's another interesting thing how the Hindu thing. Hindus are very pagan, right? So it's a very interesting thing how that comes into the political and cultural life of the United States, and it's the Brahmins. It's the rich Hindus. He's married to one, and he claims to be Catholic. Of course, Catholic. They're all Catholics. Pelosi, Biden, they're all Catholics, because Catholicism is like kind of like Judaism. It's a religion full of rituals, but very empty. There's no Holy Spirit in it, and there's no real connection to God. So he's married to a Hindu. Now Nikki Haley is a Hindu. Tulsi Gabbard, she's got a Hindu name because her mother was a, what do you call it, a New Ager into yoga and all that stuff. So Tulsi is a Hindu, is the name of a Hindu goddess, and as is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. The name Kamala is not camel. It's not a female camel. It's a name of a Hindu false god, one of those Hindu demons. Tulsi is a Hindu demon name. Kamala is a Hindu demon name. J.D. Vance is married to a Hindu, and there's probably more. Well, Vivek, of course, is a Rama something. He's a Hindu. There's many Hindus, and they are the rich Hindu Brahmins, the upper caste, who are the elites, and the white elites, they like it. If you are, they are not very racist. If you are an elite from a different culture, that's fine, as long as you are the upper caste. So put your trust in Jesus Christ. Trump will not save you. It's now too dark, you cannot even see my face. I'll try to lighten that up in the software, but we'll see how it works. So may the Lord richly bless you from Zion. Find a refuge place. Be safe. It's all going to be over in a few short years. Take care. Bye-bye.